So Monica, we have this song, Out Here Trusting God, and you know, right now, like I said, I don't have all the answers. A lot of times we don't really know, what God's plan is. We trust his plan, but we don't always know what it is. What's a season in your life that you can think of where you've had to say, you know what, I'm just out here trusting God?
This season, the season before, the season before that, and the season before that one.
Yes.
I was fortunate enough I experienced a lot, both good and bad, as a kid. But one thing that was always the stronghold is that I grew up with a Baptist family background.
Yeah.
That it would lend itself to us always knowing who we are and whose we are.
Yeah.
With that understanding, I always felt that I had the ability to will in the good and the bad because I trusted. And it doesn't get easier with age. It doesn't get easier. The misconception is that it gets easier with money.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It gets easier with
big
resources.
Misconception. Oh.
It's a huge misconception because what we have does not stop the pain that life can often bring.
Yes.
It does not bring back my loved ones. It does not free those that I cannot see or touch. It does not heal those.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Only he does.
Yeah.
So with that understanding and having the best of both worlds as a child, knowing both the streets and the Lord, I was able to really find this space that I'm in now at 42 years old, where I acknowledge that it is only him that controls the beginning and the end.
So
we want to write or rewrite chapters of our life when it's already been written.
Oof.
And if I did not have a grandmother that taught me that, if I did not have a mom that still instilled that, when we were running the streets, we didn't get beat up. She didn't call police. She didn't do any of that. She would give us the word. Sometimes she would quote scriptures and walk away. And nothing hits deep like the word when you know right from wrong and you've chosen otherwise. So I spent a lot of my life living that way. And so now I make it my business to remind those that are both experiencing peaks and valleys, but especially in the field that we're in, I spend a lot of my time reminding them that he is in control. The more power you obtain, you forget.
Yes.
Sometimes the more things appear like you made it happen,
right, we don't control nothing.
Yeah, so in every season I'm trusting God. In every season I'm believing in his word, and I know that he knows what's best for me.
Yes.
So I just wait on him. Woof. And it's one part of the song that I love so much. It just says, be still.
Yeah.
Those are two words that are very poignant because we typically make things worse mixing ourselves and our way and our flesh in them. So it's like, as I learn, I grow. Now I'm still a work in progress. I just came over here to stop by and see you. Okay?
We all
I have not, my mom has been asking me to make a gospel album, and then she dreamed that I was a pastor at a church, and I'm like, you need to go back to sleep, boo. I'm not sure when you stop. But I'm finding my way of sharing the gift of knowing the word.
Oh, that's good.
I do it to some that you would not imagine. I am literally on the phone with them, praying with them, talking to them about change and how good it can be, especially when you let God into your heart, because that dictates how I move.
Yes.
The things I used to do, I don't do anymore because I've made a choice to stay focused on my purpose, and I just can't do what I used to do. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect.
Right.
It's a daily process.
Yeah, it's a process.
But a lot of my decision making is based solely on me knowing and understanding that.
Yeah, and it's your honesty and transparency and realness that everybody connects with, and that's what you're continuing to do, walk in purpose. And shout out to Nana. I know she's so very proud as her mom.
Listen, when you call me for a record, I have really made it, okay? When that is, for her, I think it was a huge leap of faith for her to let her then 11-year-old daughter sign a record contract to a world that's filled with snakes and deception. But here's the reality. That's everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's in the workplace.
It's true.
It's in the music business.
Yeah.
It's in sports. It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Please do not think you are exempt. Yeah. It's in the church. Okay? The
You're
biggest snakes
right.
I know were there.
You're talking right.
But I realized that God lives within me. And I can tune out anything wherever I am and do what I know he would want me to do. That's why I love some of the people I love.
Yeah.
You know, I am naturally more drawn to the forgotten or the ones that people are more afraid of or don't want to be there for. That is a part of what my calling is. My calling is not to go where it's already pretty.
Yeah.
I don't even belong there.
That's good.
You know, a lot of people that feel like they know God is so beautiful for them, or at least they pretend it is.
Yeah.
So I go where I feel like what I've learned can implement some good and change some things. And it has worked for me. It brings about ridicule and criticism, but that's okay. It comes with it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Jesus went through. You know, Jesus didn't hang out with the pretty. He hung out, you know, with the sinners and the tax collectors and the prostitutes. And he was criticized for it. He was talked about, but he was about his Father's business. He was about his purpose. And man, I personally, we all just salute you and thank God for you, for, like you say, stopping by and allowing God to use you in this season to encourage the people to be still. Stop trying to figure it out. What they tell us back in the old church. Stop trying to figure it out. God has already worked it out. All we do is mess it up even more. Be still and know that God is in control. We just out here trusting God, Mo.
For sure. And I promise you that if you trust him, the other side of it, it comes with great reward. I've not experienced anything that didn't have a testimony on the other side of it. You know, people look at my life. It's good for entertainment, but the truth of who I am, it lives in what I know.
Wow.
And it takes more. You know, people don't read the word with understanding most oftentimes.
That's good.
So for me, I was very fortunate to have a mom that spoke to me in layman's terms about it and about understanding. And also her main thing was live your life for you. You only get one, you know, live it for his glory, but live it the way you see fit and learn as you go. You know, so we were never beat up and judged. She's never not opened her door as soon as we were in front of it. So people need that, and not everyone has it at home. And I pray that anybody that's in my life, I've been a safe space for them and to introduce them to the word if they don't know it. And also sometimes I give a bit of tough love too, because it is so much tragedy and heartbreak all around that people are just sad and frustrated and upset and down and broken. So mending the brokenness, there's only one that can do it. You just have to trust him, and it's going to be a blessing for people to hear the song. I can't wait to see what the response is in its entirety, because our first record, it moved. It moved, but that's how it's supposed to be.
Yes, it is.
It's supposed to be just that organic. It's supposed to fill your spirit, not just your mind, your spirit. And this song, it does it. It did it instantly when you sent it to me. Instantly.
Man, the way you sung it, the way you executed it, like I said, it was the voice, it was the execution of it, but it was also it's so heartfelt. Like every single ad-lib was purposeful. It was no wasted voice on the song at all. Everything you said, it wasn't just impressive, but it was impactful, and it's going to touch so many lives. I already know it's already touched me and everyone who I've let hear it. So thank you for your realness, and just thank you for just being a vessel, you know, and being used how you
This is the last thing I sang before I couldn't sing.
That's right.
So I was trusting him. When I say I'm always trusting him.
That is so true.
It was the last, but I intentionally made it the last thing I sang. Because some people were saying, well, are you afraid? You know, they went into my nostrils and removed a piece of bone that had been pushing into my sinuses, causing this drainage. I had been sick on the road, off the road, but I'm not a complainer. I never shared that part until the surgery was over.
It's like, wait, what's going on? I didn't know what's going on.
And after quite a long surgery, I woke up like, you know, so now being in therapy to do what I did with ease, this song, Trusting God, was pure heart. It was pure heart for me, because I knew what I was up against when nobody else knew. And that's how I hope it is for people that are listening.
Ooh-wee. It just blessed me.
It's so funny.
Leah, did it bless you?
Yes. It did.
That's good.
I know that's right.
You see, watching. Listen, I love it, man. Thank you so much. Y'all check it out. Out Here Trusting God. Monica. When you don't know, just know that God is in control.
control. Be still and know